Hello everyone, my friend Nico asked me to analyze this game. First, he played d4, then I played d6, afterwards he played e4, and I developed my knight to f6. Then he developed his knight to c3, and I played g6. He then played f4. I played bishop g7 to castle kingside. Then he developed his other knight to f3. Then I castled. He pushed his pawn to e5, threatening my knight. So I captured the pawn with my d6 pawn. Then he captured it with f4 pawn. Then I retreat my knight to d7. Then he developed his bishop to f4. Then I pushed my a5 pawn, which is inaccuracy because I did not develop my knight or bishop. He moved his queen to d2. Then I pushed c6 pawn instead of knight c6 because I thought he would castle queenside. He played bishop h6 to trade the bishops. I pushed my pawn b5. I was simply pushing my pawns without thinking much because I thought he's going to castle his queenside. He traded bishop on g7. I captured it with my king. Then he played a3. Then again I was not thinking much because I did not develop my knight or bishop till now and played queen b6. He developed his bishop d3. Then I put my bishop on a6. Then he castled kingside, which was a mistake because when I captured his pawn on e5, he should capture it with his knight because his pawn is pinned to the king. After I captured the d4 pawn, it is a double attack, and after he moved his king to h1. I captured the knight on e5 with my queen. Then he brought his rook to e1. I played queen c7. He played queen e2 to capture the pawn on e7. So I moved it to e6. Then he played queen f3. I finally developed my knight to d7. He played knight e4. I played rook e8. Then he played knight f6. I played rook e7. He captures the knight. Instead of capturing with the rook, I captured it with my queen, which was a big mistake. I think it is because when I captured it with the rook, the queen is in the diagonal h2 b8. But when I capture it with the queen, the diagonal is no more occupied. So if there is a future threat of checkmates, the queen cannot do anything. He played queen f6, f6 check. I moved my king to g8, then he brought his rook to f3. Then I played c5, completely ignoring the checkmate threat. Now he played rook h3. I don't know what I was thinking. I played c4, simply threatening the bishop. Then he brilliantly sacrificed his rook on h7. If I didn't capture, he would checkmate me on h8. He brought his other rook to e3. Then I thought when he comes to h3, I can bring the queen to h3 and sacrifice it to stop the checkmate. So I played e5. But he saw it, so he played e4 to come to h4 instead of going queen d4. I played queen f5 because I thought when he comes to h4 with his rook, I could block with my queen. But I did not see that pawn is pinned to the king. So it was a free queen and he captured it with the check. Now I move my king to g8 and he checkmates me on h8. It was a nice game. I learned a lot of things from my friend. It was a brilliant sacrifice and a cool checkmate. It was such a good game. Thank you for watching.